Legend Total War here, and today we've got a Rating Your Doomstack video covering a Necrosphinx Doomstack. So I believe we've covered the Kemrian War Sphinx Doomstack, we've done some Mushabti stuff, we did a Hyro Titan, and now we've got a Necrosphinx one. So we've got 17 Necrosphinxes in here. We've also got the Regiment of Renown, the Sphinx of Uskep. We've got a Necrotect, and a Light Wizard, and that's King Thutep. I don't think Thutep should be in command of it. So Thutep is one of the dynasty unlockable ones in the tech tree. Thutep, I think, gives extra armor for War Sphinxes and Necrosphinxes, and in all honesty, that 5 extra armor is far less valuable than if you've got a disciplined lord for the extra leadership and melee attack. Specifically for the melee attack. Anyway, we're going up against 4 armies of Bretonnia here. It's on large unit scale, and there's just a ton of force coming at us. We could lightning strike them, but since this is a test of these guys, we want to see how well they do. I think this is an appropriate test to do because of the bonus versus large should be okay versus the cavalry, and since these guys are bonus versus large as well, it'd be interesting to see how they perform, but also to see how they perform against infantry. Alright, now I want to put the speed one onto the light wizard. The fire one can go on you. Actually, how about on you? Actually, it should just go on random one, I think. And put that on the magic one there. Because, yeah, the Grail Knights are going to do magic damage, and we really don't want him getting nuked. Alright, let's see how it goes. We're going up against a lot of force here. So this is also, like, kind of a disaster battle, but it is primarily a rating Doomstack one. He doesn't need to save far back. This is sort of the same sort of convenience to recruit as the War Sphinx Doomstack. In fact, you should be able to recruit a War Sphinx Doomstack and a Necrosphinx Doomstack more or less at the same time. Actually, you probably get a War Sphinx one a little bit earlier since you can get the Necrotech trait Sphinx Carver, which just gives War Sphinx capacity, not Necrosphinx. But then if you level up your Necrotechs and go with the extra capacity for Necrosphinxes, and you know that can increase the rate as well. Okay. So we're not going to be dealing with all of their force all at once. We're going to be dealing with 2 full stacks. Okay, it's also a choke point battle, which could work in our favor. Alright, let's see here. And we're just going to go charging in there. So we got some good spells on here. Good abilities on him. But yeah, let's try to make sure that nobody crosses over here. That way we can leave the wizard over here just casting spells. That'd be really handy. I think one of the big disadvantages of the Necrosphinx versus the War Sphinx is that the Necrosphinx doesn't have a missile attack. Not that the missile attack on the War Sphinx is particularly good either, but it's better than nothing. Now, I used to think that Necrosphinxes were like the best unit in the Tomb King roster, but I kind of feel like the Tomb Scorpion is now. So we'll see how we go. See how this goes. That being said, a Tomb Scorpion army would not be able to win this. You'd need 2 Tomb Scorpion armies. So if we can manage to win this, well then, this is definitely a viable Doomstack. So let's just see how it goes. Just charge on in there. And let's chuck down a free banishment since we're still generating magic. And also, it'd be good to get rid of these archers over here. Oh, they want to go gunning for the wizard there by the look of it. That's not good. Yeah, it's on very hard battle difficulty. Okay, you gotta protect the wizard. They're gunning for it too much. Gotta protect. These Grail Knights? Oh, Grail Guardians. Ugh. That's not good. He's got regen. It looks like he's kitted up all of his heroes. That's good. It's pretty good so far. We've barely taken any damage. This is doing really well. It's on very high battle difficulty going up against some really strong units here, and we're just not taking that much damage. Okay, that's it. Get together, get together. Okay, everybody get over here. Try and take out the Fey Enchantress there. Okay, now we're starting to take a bit of damage. Yeah. Everyone's got to get close over here, because we got to do a heal down. So this is where the extra leadership would come in handy, but it's going to rally. How much wins do we have? Yeah, we got heaps. No problem. Alright, I'd say we've killed off about one full stack so far. Oh, good. Faye got totally smashed there. Dang, how much health she got? Alright, fuck it. Let's go for this. Probably a waste of magic since she's shattered anyway. But yeah, it's pointless. That's just a waste of 5 magic. Make sure you stay together. It's really important with these blobs to stay together, just because of this. It also makes it very difficult for them to dish out damage when we're fighting back to back, but we've covered that sort of stuff before. Lewin the Onko is sort of chilling at the back here. He's going to be difficult to take out. We either need to beat him outright, like isolate him and beat him, or just inflict the army loss penalty to get rid of him. Okay, we don't have to worry about the banishments doing much damage to us. It's going to inflict more damage on them by a huge degree. But so far this is going pretty well. Actually better than I expected. That's it. Still get that regen. Lewin the Onko is in the fight now. That's it. Have the archers shoot at the wizard so they're not shooting at the Necrosphinxes. It's good. I really want to focus more on banishments than on buff spells. Just because there's a lot of troops in here. And in all honesty, these guys are already inflicting a lot of damage. Giving them extra melee attack probably isn't going to affect them that much at this stage. Okay, it says victory's in our grasp, but there's still a lot of reinforcements to come in, so I'm going to take that with a pinch of salt. Alright, there's Lewin the Onko. We've actually done some damage to him. Let's focus on him. Still want to keep using banishment. Oh, I need some guys down here. Come on. Fucking stun locked me. Okay, now we're starting to take a fair bit of damage. Okay, another banishment incoming. Actually, at this point here, I'd say we'll go with Bronus Time Warp, just because there's not that many of their units here. A banishment's probably not going to hit much. Stop going after my goddamn wizard. Really like Barona's Time Warp. It's probably one of the best buff spells in the game. And there's some more guys down here. Okay, cool. That might have been Lewin the Onko. I think it was. Let me just check. Yeah, that was Lewin the Onko. Cool. Come on. getting caught by the cavalry. This is very strong. Really, really good. Like, Bretonnian Grail Knights are the thing that Bretonnia has to deal with this kind of stuff, and we've been taking on heaps of them. There's still more reinforcements coming. See the bounce of pals. It's in our favor, but it could still slip away from us. Still possible. Not gonna worry too much about their archers. Let them use up their ammo. It's fine. We're too armored for them to do any serious damage to us. Could be a good opportunity for a banishment here in a moment. Or a Barona's Time Warp. I'm thinking about it. So what are these? Grail Knights. Yeah, I'm gonna go Barona's Time Warp. Not really sure what they're doing there. We got to stay within the circle here if we want to get the buff. I kind of pulled us out of it. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh, that's not good, that's not good. Come on, we're doing so well, we're doing so well. Come on, you can get out of that, you can get out, you can get out. Alright, I gotta do this. Give myself a little bit of extra melee defense. Come on, focus down on him. I don't want to lose this wizard. Is there anywhere over here that I can hide? No, not really. Okay. Looks like we're gonna get him out. I can't just put him in the center of it. That won't work. He's fast enough that he might just be able to get away from them, though. He's not tired, so that's good. Okay. Once again, try to stick together as much as possible. Alright. And let's give him another Barona's Time Warp. Oh, this one here's getting wrecked. We haven't lost anyone yet, but... oh, crap, look at this. It's only got 100 health. See if you can actually beat it in melee. Or just keep circling each other, that could work. Yeah, that works for me as long as... oh, hang on, here we go. Who's gonna win? One Pegasus Knight or a Wizard? Well, this one here is pretty much doomed. Oh, no, 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 no. We gotta get out, get out. Out, 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 out. See, this is why we can't really... have the guy run away. I gotta get my guys over here. Yeah, someone got wiped out. They're gunning for him too much and I... oh, hang on. I've got this. Okay, get back over here. Okay, bounce power's still in our favor. But we are getting quite well worn out. And they're starting to bring in a lot of their best reinforcements now. Okay, give him another Barona's Time Warp. Just try to keep the wizard alive as long as possible, but you know, they do try to go for him. Thutep's just about out of healing. And there's the army losses, there we go. Yeah, we took a few casualties there, but none of the heroes died. But considering what we were up against, you know, even the auto-resolver said that that wasn't a likely outcome.
I have no rival.
Looks like we lost about 3 or 4 of them. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, we lost 4. Which, considering what we were going up against, that's I think they did a pretty damn good job. And like I said, I don't think that King Thutep is the right person to command this army. I think you should have somebody who's disciplined. It won't make a huge difference, but the extra 2 melee attack is just better than 5 armor. Plus the leadership as well.
The day of awakening comes.
So, let's just have a quick look at Thutep again. I'm pretty sure we had Thutep commanding the Kemrian Warsphinx army. So if we have a look at him, he provides... yeah, plus 5 armor for Kemrian Warsphinx and Necrosphinx units. What kind of damage reduction are we looking at with 5 armor? Okay, so any kind of armor piercing, obviously, will completely bypass armor. So 5 armor is roughly around 2.5% on average. Damage reduction of either magic or physical damage, as long as it's not armor piercing. So if we have a look at Grail Knights, let's have a look at Royal Hippogriff Knights. Like, we would be blocking about 2% of the 35 damage from each hit of that, which obviously isn't that much. Same sort of thing with these, it's only blocking the base weapon damage. Doesn't matter if it's magic attack or otherwise. So with the Royal Pegasus Knights, since they don't do primarily armor piercing, it would be blocking about 2% of that. Still, I would much prefer them to be inflicting damage more often with higher melee attack than have 5 extra armor, which is mostly bypassed anyway. Alright, cool. So if we're going to rate this army, I think this performed better than the Kemrian Warsphinx one. I really think that Necrosphinxes are quite good, especially against an enemy that's got a lot of large entity units. This is also on large unit scale though, not ultra, so it'll actually perform better on smaller unit scales just because they're able to inflict damage a lot better. Just a little bit actually, because they're not missile units. So I'd still probably rate this, I'd rate this 9 out of 10. This is like my go-to sort of Doomstack, and I think it performs about on par with the what's it called? The Tomb Scorpion Doomstack, but the Tomb Scorpion Doomstack is better against infantry. It's really, really good against dwarfs and Skaven, whereas you would use this army if you're going up against, say, Bretonnia or High Elves or Dark Elves. Actually, Dark Elves can rip right through it, but High Elves, especially because of the Phoenixes, I reckon these guys would do a pretty good job at taking out Phoenixes, because they have one of the highest bonus versus large in the game, if not the highest. Like 47 is quite huge. Now what that bonus versus large is, that adds on to their melee attack. So basically it's 47 plus 69, and then also adds on to their damage as well, depending on the ratio of the base weapon damage and armor piercing. So it'd be like, based on that, just roughly, it'd be like 30% of the 47 would be base weapon damage, and then the other 70% would be armor piercing. So looking at about an extra 25 armor piercing damage, 2 large units, thanks to that bonus versus large. So anyway, that's a really strong army. Just think that this guy needs to be disciplined, not Thutep. Thutep's best to go around reducing construction time, because that's a huge bonus for you if you want to be like building up. Let me just show you. If I go to a province, what you want to be doing is, and I've already explained this before, but I'm just going to explain it briefly. You want to be building, like this building here, for free by using the Channel Valley Necrotech, having Thutep in the region. You can get this down to like 1 or 2 turns to construct it, and then you demolish it. That's just an easy way of just getting tons of money. Holy crap, you got tons of cash. Of course, look at the turn number. But anyway, very strong army. Like I said, just switch out Thutep for a Disciplined Lord. I think you get a better result. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys. Like this Doomstack. And hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time, fuckers. Appreciate you.